everybody. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Let me ask you a question. You're a big-time movie star. You've been around a long time, made a lot of films. How many films you made?
I don't know, actually.
25, 30, maybe 50?
Probably close to that. Probably close to that.
The only time I see you is when you come to promote a film, like now, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you come more often? What, would it kill you just to drop in and say, oh, you know, I'm in New York, Dave's down the street, let me go say hello to Dave?
It wouldn't kill me. It'd be great.
Yeah. Well, now, would it be great?
Yeah, it actually would.
Because if I heard, hey, I'm in Muncie,
sometimes
Indiana.
it's like, hey, would you like me to do that? Then I would come by.
What do you think? I wouldn't like you to do that?
Know.
Well, Tom Cruise is here.
Like me?
You know what? I don't think we have time for Tom Cruise.
Here, just, you know.
Like if I'm in Muncie, Indiana, and I hear you're making a movie in Muncie, I'd drop by the set.
Would you really?
Yes.
Have you ever been in a place where I've been making a movie?
Nope.
No. Never?
No. Where would that be?
I don't know.
Well, like this one, for example. This one you filmed a big part of it in, is it Dubai?
Dubai, you've ever been there?
Never been to Dubai. Now, what is it? Is it a scary place to be?
No. No. No, it's actually really cool. They've got lots. It's like an action city. You know, they have skydiving, and you can go out in camels and camp out there. And
you know, I'm not interested in that.
But you like cars.
I do like cars. But is that the place that has the indoor ski hill?
Yeah, I did that.
Now that's crazy.
Yeah, it was fun. We went.
But how do they? I mean, tell me about that.
Well, it's indoor. There's snow in there.
Yeah. Outside is like 140.
Outside and inside, it's refreshing.
Yeah.
You go down the snowboard, and outside it's hot.
Whoa.
So they have we went from, when we first got there, we went to the water park. I took the whole crew to the water park, and then we all went snowboarding.
Did you have your family there with you?
They came.
Yeah.
They came.
How old is Suri?
She's 5.
5 years old. Does she ski and stuff now?
You know, she hasn't skied yet. She just started skating right now. She's very interested in ice skating.
Skating is harder, I think, than skiing, so good for her.
Yeah, she's kind of goes for it.
Yeah.
She was determined.
Yeah. So you're over there. How long were you actually in Dubai?
I think about a month, 5 weeks.
Now, the building that we're all, that is one of the stars of the film, how tall is it? How many stories?
I don't know. It's high.
Is it the tallest structure in the world?
I think it is the tallest structure in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think, I know it's the tallest
that for a
structure.
fact, yeah.
For a fact.
And is it a hotel? Is it a business building? What do they do?
They have hotels attached to it, and I think there's business. It was under construction when we were, when we got it right at the right time, because they were just in the middle of completing the interior.
And the economy in Dubai, because of, is it got to be an oil country, or is it not an oil country?
You know, I was there making the movie. I'm kind of, I don't know.
I see. Well, I think a lot of those Emirates are rich in oil. I think.
Yeah.
So you tell them, you contact them, and you tell them what? We want to use your building. Because, you know, here, you can't get anybody, you can't barely cross the street without a permit from the mayor. Yeah. So what do you tell them when you call up and say, we want to use the building?
Well, I was watching the city being built for years, and always with Mission Impossible, we're looking for international landscapes and kind of to celebrate the locations. And this building is very beautiful. And yeah, we just had one of our producers, line producer, called and said we want to shoot in there. And they'd been asking me to go and shoot there, and they want people to come and make movies there.
So they were very encouraging for you to be there.
Encouraging.
Now, did you tell them that you were going to be on top of the building and on the side of the building and swinging in and out of a busted window?
No, we don't open with that.
Don't know, that's not
the opening. So it's like, hey, we'd like to come visit.
Come
make
visit.
a movie there.
Take a look. Might
Take
work
a
out.
look, and it might work out. Maybe, and then we go in the building, and they say, look, we'd like to shoot this building. And then they say, well, okay. And then we say, you know, can you take these 2 windows out? And what would that do to the structure? And we talk to the engineers. And then, of course, when the movie comes, they say, well, we can only take these 2 windows out. And then after a few days, they realized we need these 2 windows, and these 2 windows, and these 2 windows, and this floor, and maybe a little higher, and I'd like to go out of the building.
They should never have put the windows in at all.
They should, you know.
Is this the building we're talking about?
Yeah, that's the top of the spire.
Yeah. It is, Tom. It's the world's tallest building in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. And honest to God, how did you get up there? Service elevator.
Yeah. That one was after we finished shooting all the exterior, the shots that we shot in IMAX on the building, and then I went with the guys, our stunt coordinator Greg Smers, who's fantastic. He and I, we climbed up from the inside.
From the inside of what appears to be this vertical tunnel.
Yeah, there was a small ladder, and it took a couple of hours to get up there. We started, I think, at about 4 in the morning, and we got there by sunup.
And when you're in the movie, when we see you, here's the building, and here you are running along like that. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's fly-like.
Yeah.
How high off the ground are you when you're doing that?
High. Very high. Like I don't know.
50 floors, 100
no,
floors?
about, I think at that time, somewhere like 140 floors, something like that. So it's about, I don't know, it's high.
I had an idea for a script very similar to this.
Down. I was,
Yeah. My idea, but it was all in the lobby. And then we see you just.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a net? Do you have a harness? Do you have a parachute when you're doing that?
No, I didn't have a net. I was wearing a harness, and I had a single pick harness.
I don't know what a single pick is.
Well, single pick, you've got about a little wire that's about this, a piano wire, as thin as a piano wire, and it's a single pick that it's clipped into my harness, and we trained for many months on how to do it. The only thing
Where do you train? You can't train on the building, do you?
No.
Where do you train?
No, we built what kind of looked like the building, just some metal and glass, and I built it in a soundstage, and I threw big arc lights on it. And then the only thing I couldn't practice was flying off the building. And I had to do that the night before. We were trying to figure out how to do it, and I got to wear a helmet and pads for that.
The thing that looked
safety.
The thing that what you're trying to do is induce vertigo. You're trying to make people like that. You know that funny feeling you get in your knees when you're whoa. That's what you're trying to do in the movie. Make people do that, right? And when I got it was when you're slapping up, you got the climbing gloves, and I thought, yeah, climbing gloves, my ass. And then, but were they working? Were you actually climbing with those?
No, it was climbing gloves, my ass.
That's what I thought. I had one more question about this. Who took this picture?
Some guy was up there.
There's a guy up there.
It was actually David James, a very famous stills photographer who works on all the movies.
In another building, or is he in a helicopter?
He's in a helicopter hanging out taking this photo.
Well, that's not a good idea either, for God's sakes.
I know.
So in terms of this scene where you guys are all over the building, how long did it take to shoot that? And did you have to keep doing it again and again, or did you have one shot at it?
No, you have to keep doing it again and again.
Again and again.
For many days.
And were there times when you felt, oh, I've miscalculated, my life is in peril?
It was, sometimes when I was coming off, it was because I can't see where I am. So, I trained and we knew what we were doing. So we did everything to make it as safe as possible.
Mm-hmm. And nobody was injured?
No one was injured. No one was injured.
But could have been. You could have been injured, couldn't you?
There's always that
yes. What was your concern? What was the number one possibility for an injury?
Falling.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Sure. Now I know. You want to run down some of these? Do you mind?
Whatever you want.
Days of Thunder. Speaking of stuff that must have been fun. Oh, by the way, we got another picture here. Oh my golly, look at there. There's your driving the Red Bull Formula One car.
That was amazing.
Yes.
That was really fun. That was really fun.
How did you get to do that?
I don't know how they called me up and invited me to come drive it and fly in their helicopter. I've always wanted to fly in the helicopter. It was amazing. I had David Coulthard trained me. He's an amazing driver and
Formula One driver from Scotland.
From Scotland, awesome. And they just let me do some laps in that and took me through some training, and it was amazing. Most amazing piece of machinery I've ever driven.
You get more interesting calls than I get.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, you have a team. I was always wondering, why don't they let you drive the car that you have?
I get the kind of calls, hey, when are you going to return the lawnmower? Anyway, Days of Thunder, that was about NASCAR racing. That must have been fun,
That was
right?
amazing.
I mean, I remember there's a shot when you just show up in the movie on your motorcycle riding through the pits, and I thought, right there, that would be fun.
Yeah, right there, that was cool.
Tell me, and I think you've talked about this before, but your relationship with Paul Newman, he kind of helped you into competitive car driving,
Yes,
didn't he?
I raced for his team, and He was amazing. I always wanted to beat him on the racetrack and beat him in pool.
Yeah. Was he a better driver or a better pool player?
You know, he was a hustler, Newman. He always played everything down. Everything was like, oh, let's play some pool. You know, I haven't played in a while. My elbow's hurting. And then, you know, you get the beers out and the stories start going, and the next thing you know, I'm getting creamed.
Yeah.
And it was the same on the racetrack. I remember we were on a track racing together, and I thought I passed him on the inside and went down, and I thought, this is it. He's going to have to concede finally. And he just ripped past me on the runway and gave me the finger as he crossed the finish line. That's Newman.
Interview with the Vampire. Brad, you were with Brad Pitt. How'd that go?
Yeah, went well.
Are you buddies with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, he's a talented, terrific guy.
Don't you think he must be miserable at home?
No, I have to say, he was always incredible with my kids, and he couldn't wait to be a father.
Yeah.
And so I think he's really happy with all those kids.
Now, when you promote your movies, are you now taking your family with you everywhere you go?
Yeah, and this last trip, it's a lot, you know, because I'm in the middle of shooting a film, so we had to condense the schedule.
So you're doing a film as you're going around the world promoting the movie. Now, what film are you working on now?
I'm doing a picture called One Shot.
And where is that being filmed?
Pittsburgh.
See, now, when I'm in Pittsburgh...
Pittsburgh.
If somebody's knocking on your trailer, hey, Tom, it's Dave. Yeah. Can I come in?
Absolutely, you could come in.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Yeah, anytime you're around the neighborhood, come and
We'll
hang
be
out.
back. Tom Cruise,
I'll let
everybody.
you drive the car.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the tallest building in the world, Tom. It's 160 stories, 2,716 and a half feet. So there you go, if you want to know something, my friend.
Okay, thank you.
So anyway, the thing you're shooting in Pittsburgh is what?
One Shot.
One Shot, and what's that about?
It's about Jack Reacher. It's based on a character that Lee Childs created, a best-selling series of books, great books, and it's just he's an ex-military police officer, and it's, you know, thriller and action and cool character. You'll be,
what is the date?
What is it? Today?
You know, I'm looking at your schedule. Believe me, I don't know what today is. I thought these were upcoming premieres, but you've already had these premieres.
Did them.
Listen to this. You were in Tokyo, then you were in South Korea. Oh, did you hear about Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
Mumbai, Dubai, Moscow, Munich, London, Rio, and here you are in New York City. Wow, that's a lot of traveling, my friend. And you had your family with you?
Had an amazing time.
And Suri must love, does she love traveling, Suri?
Yeah, she loves traveling. She's a great traveler.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. That's the best investment you can make in yourself and your family, I think, is to show them as much of the world as possible.
Yeah.
And then what do? You have no off time. You're shooting a movie, and what do you have no? Why don't you take some time off?
Well, we have weekends, and I'm taking Christmas off.
What are you doing on the weekends? What is that like?
We hang out. We watch a lot of movies and, you know, just hang out.
You and your daughter and Katie say, it's a Saturday, let's go to the mall. You don't go to the mall, probably.
Well, sometimes we go to the mall.
Go to the mall? What do you do there?
You know. Usually Suri wants ice cream.
Ice cream, sure.
So it's the ice cream.
Yeah.
And maybe go to a toy store.
Yeah.
You know. And a lot of times we'll go hang out and run around and
you know what you ought
go
to do?
climbing or something.
Yeah, go climbing. Go to the mall with your climbing gloves. Yeah. and go up the side of the food court.
Yeah, they love that. They love it when I'm showing up.
Now, Tom,
Yeah, please don't do that.
you know this IMAX thing, this stuff is unbelievable. And when I remember IMAX, they said they could only shoot, like, is it 40 minutes at a time or 40 seconds at a time? It's limited.
It's limited.
And then they have to reload.
Yeah, we have to reload a lot.
Yeah.
We have to reload
And it's
a lot.
very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to put it in, you know, we didn't change our budget, we were able to put it in. But Brad Bird, who designed these sequences, is an amazing filmmaker.
And is this the way of all movies, you think, IMAX or 3D or a combination of both?
You know, I like seeing movies on big screens, and it's something that I've been pushing the 65 mm. I tried, years ago to push that format, so I'm happy that this format is back and that we're doing it, so we can, I think it's a beautiful, for particular films, certain films, it's a beautiful way for an audience to see a movie.
Does it increase the expression or the telling of the story, or limit the...
No, I think it increases it. I mean, it depends on who's directing it.
Yeah.
And the shots, and and Bird designed these sequences for IMAX, and they're
and then soon it goes nationwide in traditional theaters.
Wednesday.
Is that correct? Wednesday. All right, let's see a thing here. What is the clip, Tom?
I think I'm in a building, I'm about to get out, about to walk out the building.
All right. There's trouble in the building.
Trouble in the
and
building,
Tom
and
has
I'm gonna
decided
go outside.
to go outside and get a cab. Let's see what that looks like. Blue is blue.
And Simon Pegg is going to be right.
Red is dead.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible, Wednesday. It's in IMAX theaters now, and already a giant hit. Tom, good to see you again. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. My best to Katie and everybody.